I need lights!
Marker!
Roll camera!
We have speed!
Action!
Yes!
Did your ball land in my backyard again?
A model airplane, this time.
Let's go take a look.
Whoa! This is amazing! What are those?
Those are trees. They used to grow all around here. What I want more than anything is to see a real living tree.
Light and day. So, Mom, do you happen to know if there's, like, any place where I could get a real tree?
That's Ted, voiced by Zac Efron, a young man who's absolutely smitten with the girl across the way, Audrey, voiced by Taylor Swift, and all Audrey wants is to see a real living tree. That's going to be a bit of a problem because they don't exist in their city, and so it becomes Ted's mission to find a living tree in the new animated fantasy comedy Dr. Seuss's The Lorax. Now, Ted finds out from his grandmother, voiced by Betty White, that if he wants to find out about trees, and maybe even get one, he's got to go talk to the Onceler, voiced by Ed Helms. Now, the Onceler is a strange hermit who lives on the outskirts of town, actually outside of town, where no one dares to venture. Except, of course, Ted, because, did I mention he's head over heels for Audrey? Yes, he's a fool in love, and so he ventures out to go talk to the Onceler to find out about trees. And in order for him to actually maybe get a tree and to find out what happened to the trees, he's going to have to listen to the Onceler about the tale of the famous Lorax, the mystical being that's the protector of the trees.
Did you chop down this tree?
What's that?
I think he did it.
The giant furry peanut.
I'll go right up your nose. You wouldn't hit a woman.
That's a woman?
Dr. Seuss's The Lorax is an animated action-adventure comedy fantasy that benefits strongly by its solid cast that's lending their voices to bring these characters to life. Danny DeVito as the Lorax, Ed Helms as the storyteller, the Onceler. Even Taylor Swift and Zac Efron do a solid job, and of course Betty White as Grandma. They're all great at bringing these characters to life, give them plenty of personality. But the real scene stealers in the film are the animated creatures, the teddy bears, the fish, the birds, in the backstory of the Onceler and the Lorax's, shall we say, meeting and what happened to all the trees. When we get the backstory, all the wonderful creatures of the forest and the wilderness, they are absolutely, without a doubt, the heart and soul and the funniest thing about the picture. And the humor in it is very good as well. Also, the movie knows how to use the 3D. That's right, it's in 3D, but there are lots of scenes where the 3D is extremely well utilized. For instance, when Ted's tooling around on his little moped, going out around the town and avoiding people and ducking people and being a little reckless on the thing. And then, of course, when he ventures outside the town and we see the desolate landscape and what used to be a paradise and, oh, what happened. Extremely well filmed and used in 3D. And that's just a few of the scenes. Also, the colors, the brightness, and even the darkness of it when we see the dark landscape and why everyone stays in town. Extremely bright, extremely dark, good use of colors, good cinematography. This is a well-made animated film. But it doesn't mean it's perfect. No, I'm sorry, yes, I have to be honest, and there are a couple things wrong with the film. First up, look, it's a great message to teach kids about the environment, to give back to nature, plant a tree. That's a great message. But the heavy-handedness, the in-your-face, hit you, slam you over the head with their message, it's non-stop. It's even more in-your-face than WALL-E was. And I loved WALL-E, but this is just too much. I mean, I expected the Lorax to turn green and blue instead of being orange and yellow, and a flash coming on the screen saying, "Please go green, kids." It was that in your face. A bit much. Really, a bit much. Even for kids, a bit much. Second, there are a lot of songs in this movie, but you notice the ads, the trailers have none of the songs. There's a reason. They're awful. They're either forgettable or annoying, and they detract from the humor and heart of the film, which is really the selling point. So here's a please, here's a note for all filmmakers. if you're going to do a movie and you want to have songs in it, and you're going to spend the time and energy on the songs, make them meaningful, make them memorable. Come on, the audience should be whistling or humming them as they leave the theater. Here, I heard groans in the audience every time a song came up because the first two were so bad. So, that's a detraction. But, minus the songs and minus the heavy-handed message, The Lorax is still a charming, sweet, funny film that's going to entertain kids and adults as well. And that's why I'm giving it 2.5 out of 4 popcorns. Kevin at the Movies. I'm Kevin Finnerty, online and on the air every Sunday afternoon at 1 on FM News and Talk 95.7 and AM 600 Kogo.